feel it. The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
Okay, well, hello everyone, this is Krendis, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. So I'm still not really going to take advantage of this. I feel like we've seen this way too much. I don't want any Vestals. And I guess let's just jump right into the mission we had planned ahead of us, which was what again? What was it? Was it this? Oh god, I never could remember any of this. I think, no, it was this, right, okay. But I didn't recognize this before. Fortunate, not amulet. Fortunate armlet could be interesting. A lot more so than... No, this rewards 2 more deeds. Okay, indeed, we're doing that then. So, let's actually go with, right, we're limited on money. So that'll be fun. Let's take 3 vials of blood, that should be good enough. Some torches. We're in the Weald, so... I thought this guy was moving for a second, but no, it's the blood that's just hanging there. That really creeped me out. Because now I think he's moving. Okay. Let's take 1 skeleton key. I don't think that's that useful. Medicinal herbs actually can be useful here. This is kind of all we could take. That's it. Sure. I mean, we don't have much of a choice. What the?
Madness can take many forms, but none so contemptible as man's belief in a mythology of his own making. A worldview buttressed by dogmatic desperation invariably leads to single-minded fanaticism and a need to do terrible things in the name of righteousness. This man is an animal, rabid, destructive, and incapable of nuanced understanding. He must be put down.
I don't think so, actually. I have never seen the fanatic.
You are not alone in this place.
Oh, God.
The fanatic is on the prowl, and he smells your sickness.
Well, that's terrible because we have 3 heroes with the Crimson Curse, but he actively hunts people with the Crimson Curse. Eldrov, come on. Oh, sweet. Demonic energy infuse Eldrov with Ruin Tactician. Oh, that's lovely. That's really lovely. Here, you can have that now. He is the Fury. Okay, well. Is there... I can't imagine we could scout the Fanatic. This makes me wish, like, it wasn't just a sprint to the finish and there were more paths we could, like, go around just to throw the Fanatic off or something. What do we do here? Anti-venom? Sweet.
Wealth beyond measure.
I'll take it.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Craving. You'll be fine, AJ. Maybe? I swear, we're gonna run into the Fanatic and it's gonna be bad. Or maybe we'll kill him, I don't think so.
The flames of the smoldering pyre dance in his eyes with murderous zeal.
Wow. This is intense already. Okay, alright. So what do we got here besides a crazy background? Well, he's definitely not a good person. That's for certain. The pyre, it's unholy wood, so that makes me think I actually can do unholy. I mean, if a Crusader is here, he could probably do more damage to it. He has high resistances to everything. He's only really immune to Blight, and it's only 100%, so we can get around that, except we have no one that uses Blight. Well, we actually do. So it might be worth it to try to Blight him. He has 3 turns. That's screwed up. Well, 3 actions, let's say, per turn. That's really effed up. Okay, alright. And he, of course, surprised us. So again, not ideal. he uses a hammer, so I'm expecting a lot of damage coming in. This is gonna be freaking rough as hell. Okay, so if we move Mammonot to the front, wait. Ah, damn it. We gotta do this. Because I'm not seeing any other way we can actually do anything useful right now. Sentence rendered. Oh! Wait, you're like the hag then. Brand the Tainted. Okay. I'm innocent, innocent! We can slowly move up now. This is... I mean, that's good, because Mammonot is the one that can do the most direct damage to this thing. 27 in one hit? Probably not. We're trying. That's a lot of damage, though, in one hit. I'm kind of surprised. We got max damage there? Okay. I'm trying. Here. Okay, so he's taking 2 damage per turn. Strike the heretic. You moved up! Okay, that's different than the hag. Alright. We actually... Okay, so what I'm thinking is we use Judgment to finish this off. I could actually use Rampart to hit it from here. Well... No, I could use Crush to hit it from here. Let's do that. Let's break him out. He probably... Okay, that's not the best position in the world. It retains damage. Okay, that's awesome. Now, do we go for damage right now? Stun could work. I feel like this is the chance I should... Well... No, I'm going for direct healing. Brand the Tainted. This doesn't do that much damage, and it just marks, right? It also inflicts horror, so Lal Danums could be amazing against this guy. Stress just a little bit, because Mammonot's getting way too much. Mammonot can use Rampart to move forward in front of Y'shtola. He's a flagellant. You should love it up there, but that's not how this game works, unfortunately. Okay, we should be righteous. I'm glad that missed, but... 9 damage, that's not good. Oh, what? This guy's freaking crazy, actually. Hmm. 80% chance, I mean, that better hit. This guy's really powerful. Let's try a stun, I guess. Damn, that actually worked, except that only makes him lose like 1 turn. 1 action point, rather. He's still gonna do one. There we go. So AJ being up in front's not terrible. This is actually okay. That's really okay. I didn't adjust AJ's abilities, though, so I'm wondering if... I don't think he has Redeem, right? Because Redeem would be so useful right now. 65%. We've done no damage to him so far. Do I just continue attacking the Pyre? I think I do, actually. But this worries me, because, like, I feel like he's gonna enrage once the Pyre's broken. Insanguinate is the best thing we could do right now, I do believe. Because that's all self-healing, you know, it's good. Do we go for a stun here? I'm gonna try it. Come on. Oh, the stun worked. So he loses 1 action at least. I kind of wish it is better than that, but it's something. Should we go for the pyre? Yeah, I'm saying yeah.
A singular strike.
Sentence rendered. He's gonna put Ishtola up on the stupid pyre again. Now this damage should destroy it for good though, so yeah, it only has 15 health left. I really wish that was a crit of all times, but this guy's so strong. I'm thinking he won't enrage after the pyre goes down. We could move forward and try for a stun, but nah. Okay, the pyre should be down, yeah? It has 1 health left. A bellow will kill it.
The horror.
I mean, I could kill it with Punish if I really wanted to, but I don't think that's... I don't... The other option we have is just move forward. Because then, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. What? Was that just damage? Okay, let's... The pyre's gone.
Alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
I'm hoping to God he doesn't enrage now. Because if he did, that would be so screwed up.
Beyond one's limits.
Does he just buff himself with this automatically, and it has nothing to do with the Book of Rage? But he doesn't have the Book of Rage. I don't think he ever had the Book of Rage. I don't know. We have 2 chances to get a stun off, actually. If this doesn't work, great. Well, it did. Insanguinate. Ooh, yeah! Take the bleed. It's the only damage that we're doing right now. Mammoth, are you okay? Bloodlust. Stuns don't stack, do they? Like, this is a double stun, so it removes 2 turns? I don't think so. If it did, I didn't know about that until now, but I'm pretty sure it does not. Okay, okay. Let's try to keep Ishtola out of Death's Door. 100 health left. I'm really glad that my idea that, like, it only does 1... I mean, it doesn't only do 1 accuracy check against, like, an AoE attack, but it sometimes feels like it.
Fear consumes the mind.
I still think Disorienting Blast is hella good, you know? On the next time the set goes around, I want to figure out what our stun percentage actually is, according to my logic at least. Could be wrong. There's no point trying for a stun right now. Defender might be useful, but also doing damage might be useful. Oof. You hurt the Flagellant, who loves getting hurt. I'm not gonna heal. Well, if I heal him, that might push him over 50%, actually. Will it? Yeah, it actually might. So I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'll take that. Because now he can just heal himself. And sanguinate. God, this is so delicious. Fury of the righteous. It's like AJ's intentionally not dodging. But now he's crazy, so, you know, that only goes so far. Are you at 50%? I don't know if that's 50% or not. Okay, so let's see. 40% stun chance, and that's it. This is a level 3 thing, 120% base, so what would that would be 60%. Minus... Oh. So he has a 5% chance to resist this. No wonder it's always working. Even after he buffs himself like this, it kind of might be advantageous to try it again. Smack in the face. I can't believe we actually might get out of here. That frickin' hurt. You were keeping the blood for your... No? What the frick? Well, that actually worked out to our advantage. So let's say that... Yeah, that's exactly what Eldra planned. That was... Wow. Okay. Insanguinate.
Precision and power.
Love it. Did we stack this as much as possible, or does it last 5 rounds by default? Stop it.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of
4 HP left, buddy. You're dead. You're dead. My life with a crimson fluid. You're dead. Yes.
a victory. Perhaps the turning point.
That's it? Oh, what? No way. He has the cure to the Crimson Curse. The frick is that? The rat carcass immune to death by the Crimson Curse? I don't understand why I would ever use this. Would I put this on someone that's in town so they could just be wasting away forever? I don't know. The cure, its origins and ingredients unknown, but this tincture will quell the curse. So it says quell. The problem with that is I don't know. Well, what I know is we still have a chance at finishing this, so...
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Ain't that
You
fun.
require only the strength to follow it.
Marmonot, Marmonot. I hate you. Okay. Nothing is in this room, correct? Oh, well, something's definitely in this room. Yeah, I was surprised too, actually, so... Stunner? Do we stun him? Yes, I say we do. Because they would have such a low percentage chance of actually getting out of that. Now, L-Drop is another story. It actually will be 45%. I say we tried. It did not work, no. I fear no burden, and he cuts himself. Lovely. So many freaking options. I'm thinking the real option here is Endure. Mainly so we could not have another stupid affliction to deal with. 76% is pretty damn good. Knock him back. Because now he's in range of Rain of Sorrows, which will not kill him, unfortunately, but... It actually might combine with the set. Oh, well, never mind. Hold it. It transfixes my every what? Well, no Rain of Sorrows for us, I suppose. I'm very unhappy about that. Oh, good. Thank goodness Lisette is good at dodging well while recovering from stunned. No. Oh, God. Are spiders seriously gonna do this?
Facing the abyss.
We gotta get some damage out, so Rain of Sorrows. Oh, God. I hate
Survival is a tenuous proposition in this sprawling tomb.
Well.
As As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
That's the end of our run. Now we hit, of
Executed
course.
with impunity.
Damn.
Be gone, fiend.
Wow. Well, I'm not taking any more chances. Like, we're getting out of here. Oh, God. Another failed run. All thanks to the stupid frickin' fanatic. Well. We didn't get very far at all. Wow.
A setback, but not the end of things.
Well, we're gonna have this much money to use in the hamlet now. God, that's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate.
I was lord of this place before the crows and rats made it their domain.
Where did our money go exactly? Like, now we have nothing. I'm curious. Where is the log at? No, that's not the log. Did someone lose us money? Lisette died. God. Especially after such a victory, too. By spiders, of all things. I don't know. I could have done that battle maybe a bit better, but those dodges were terrible. And I was trying to account for the fact that we'd be having dodges, so that's why I didn't just outright attack. Ugh. That could have probably been avoided by doing Plague Grenade on the 2 at the beginning, and then Rain of Sorrows afterwards. Probably. Damn, that pisses me off. Well, we're gonna go right back out there, actually. Don't know what we're gonna sell exactly. Dear God. But yeah, we're going back out there because that was a really, really short venture out. I like Dark Bracers, actually. It's a medium run, though. We have enough gold for a medium run, so we can give it a shot. It's an apprentice level mission, so this is good too. Damn. Let's take Roland, Sparkler. Should we take missiles? We need Levy, so we can technically take missiles if we really want to. I'm actually thinking Alexander Hamilton, though. Jack of all trades, okay. That's our party composition. Roland is a warrior of light. An Airing is completely useless, although he does have some range skills. Still largely useless, but okay. I think we should just go right out there. Come what may, huh? Whew. The fact that, like, the cure is showing up here is just... I don't know. I'm hoping the cure will show up elsewhere rather than just there. We do have a Warrior of Light, so taking a bunch of torches like that, not a terrible idea. It's the ruins, so let's take a skeleton key. Just one, though. Good, we have 2 gold left. I may actually just probably do some cuts on this, just so the episode doesn't extend too long, so be ready for that.
Can the defiled be consecrated? Can the fallen find rest?
We'll see.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable.
Okay.
Rats in a maze.
So what I did decide to do, since we actually did a considerable amount of fighting based off, you know, our stress and health levels, but it was pretty much just, in my opinion anyways, fairly standard fights, and I do want to cut down on episode time, at least for this episode anyways, probably not for the future. I'm experimenting with video format, so we'll just probably go ahead and do this. We're currently, oh cool, we got a scouting chance. We have 4 rooms left. We only have 1 more corrupted altar to cleanse, and I'll just have this pretty much be the episode here, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's definitely prevent nighttime ambush. I do like Unparalleled Finesse because he uses his melee attacks really frequently. And this is how we do it. Sure.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Let's just keep on
and
going.
Purpose is made clear.
But yeah, we did have a, okay, so there's 5 rooms left, actually. We did have a considerable amount of fights coming in here, but I did not, there wasn't anything crazy that happened, is what I mean. Okay. Wait, we read this one already. So we'll just take that with us. Take the torch, but we'll light it immediately.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay, fairly standard enemies here. What I've been doing is actually using Duelist Advance to kill the back line. And of course, if the front line attacks him during that time, great. Like this, for example. Fantastic. Actually, it's been Alexander Hamilton that's been just killing pretty much everyone for the most part. It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Abomination cleansed from our lands.
That was a shambler, so not a shambler, but a shambling soldier, so really it's pretty much whatever. Oh, that's a 5 heal. Amazing. Alright.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
It was answered, thankfully. But yeah, that was painful. Okay, so this guy is actually probably gonna mostly kill himself already. That was nice. See ya. We sometimes use the pistol.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
The contents are yours. We're just restocking up on pretty much everything right now. Hopefully we won't have any more hunger checks. I mean, 4 rooms, no hunger checks. That's a bit much to ask for, but I'm still gonna ask for it. I think Levy does need blood. So, yep, wasting. A map is tucked into the volumes. Is that it? Well, I mean, we don't know what's in these 2 rooms, so it's not a complete scouting success. There's only 1 more fight left. Oh, and it's Crimson Court enemies. Lovely. Lovely. It's a gatekeeper. Let's try to kill you immediately, which we did not successfully do, but I did. That's annoying. I'm glad he's healing up at 100% though, that's lovely. And funny. And useless, of course. So, Sparkther could potentially just kill him. Nice! Good dodge. Levy doesn't really have any healing items, but she's been doing pretty good at just... Wow. I'm kind of surprised that wasn't a kill. That's okay, though. I'm not that impressed by Roland's damage for some reason, and it's usually bounty hunters that could do obscene amount of damage. Amounts of damage, rather. Even without Mark. Mark makes it obnoxious.
Sedated.
Okay, let's do this. Let's just go for damage here. No need to be fancy about Duels Advance or anything. Just damage, just bleeds, and then we'll get through this. Alright, no point in stunning. There's really no point in attacking someone else, since we have no real AoE damage to finish like multiple wounded enemies off. Which is why I kinda like Zal's accusation. We could mark him. I'm curious, because with pistol shot we could do 50% more damage, but he's in the front line, so we can't pistol shot him anyways. So, I don't know what I was thinking there. End him.
This expedition at least promises success.
2 food. We have a Baron's invitation, which we might accept.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I now find myself back in the Warrens, along with the remains of my companions. My wounds are too severe to allow the completion of my task. Thus, the desecration must resume another time. Curious. There is a ring in my pocket. Where it came from, I cannot begin to guess, though it bears the sigil of the estate's ancestral owner. Very curious. Okay, this story happens after the ancestor shot himself in the head. So, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting. I wonder, so there seem to be multiple expeditions? Because it mentions other companions in different entries as well. It's not like they're all part of the same group and then, you know, they all somehow had journals. He's a beast hater. Me too. The bounty hunter's pretty good at disarming traps, but I guess that makes sense.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Let's go for the last battle, huh? Ooh, nice dodge. Although I kind of... Did I not see that there? On the map? Oh, God. Well, that still should be okay. Alright, so this is the quest completion. But... I want to do this fight. Just for treasure. We're here to replenish supplies after all, so let's replenish supplies. As long as no one gets killed, we're good. Is that going to be a tall order, though? Maybe, because we have no backline attackers, really. I mean, Duel's Advance could potentially hit. It's a lot of damage back there. Is it because he's not against humans? Is that why this is kind of lame? I don't know. Getting everyone low, but no damage. I mean, no kills, rather. So can we finish him off? Totally can. Awesome. Nice. Alright, let's go for a stun here. Completely remove him out of the way for a while. Okay, well, this one's not dead. Oh, wow, you dodged. Kind of impressive, actually. 1 HP. Who can finish him? The hook can. The hook finishes everything. The red hook.
Death waits for the slightest lapse
Okay,
in
that hurt.
concentration.
That's okay, though. Sweet. And now, we shall end this. And we're done. How much gold did we get from that? Okay, sizable.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
It's trapped, are you serious? Lame. Okay, well. I'll take what I can get there. Definitely will take what I can get. So, we're going home with just over 11,000 gold. That's not bad. Alright. So let's see what we shall do for the next episode.
The shuffling
This is
dead are
freaking cool.
silenced. We have claimed dominion over the ruins once more.
Silence in the crypts. The reports from the hill cottages confirm a welcome reduction in the general air of malaise in and around the old ruins. So that makes me want to go to the ruins again. And there is a boss we can go kill there. It's the level 2 prophet. What the frick? What? Plus 25% damage versus the fanatic. That's very, very interesting. Okay. So, who should go there, I wonder? Apparently we could tackle level 3 areas with level 2s just fine. I'm a bit surprised, but, you know, it works. Okay, so this is the guy where backline damage works quite well. Well, an Arbalest is obvious. I mean, there is a group we could take along and just, we'll probably annihilate him with, but I want to take other people. So, I'm thinking Hien. Maybe Hien in third row. He'll go with Andy, right? Andy in first row. Redcoat as the healer. And... Who would be a good candidate for second row position thing? Is he holy? Is AJ holy? He totally is holy, okay. Interestingly enough. Sandra. So that, I think that's not terrible, right? Well, this could be, I mean, she could be made to not be terrible, at least. Because she could use flashing daggers from there, shadow fade, yep. Poison darts, well, poison darts could be kind of interesting. Especially against the actual boss. Andy is good for obvious reasons. Hien is really fun to use, so I kind of want to just take him along on that basis. So, okay. I think that's the group we'll go out with. Please tell me... Yes, okay, sweet. AJ's gonna go there. Mamonot. Okay, not there, but at the bar. You can go to the brothel. Eldrov can go to the bar. Roland? Wow. We are full up on the stress relief. Literally full up. Increased stress recovery there. We need more heads. We need a lot more heads. Of course, I got rid of those heads, so it's kind of my fault. And is there anyone we could recruit? Well, not a terrible idea here, because we do need a replacement for Lisette. So fine.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
Okay. That's our Hamlet phase, I do believe. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. That brings us to the close of this episode, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. one thing I do want to mention is I didn't really feel like actually having the entire follow-up dungeon run after the Fanatic in a separate episode, because I still just wanted to have like a good recovery episode there, just because that Fanatic run was really, really short. So that's why I did that pretty extended cut, I would say. But I also thought about the advantages of not doing any cuts at all, and I kind of think that outweighs. I think that outweighs the advantages of doing cuts, at least for our series so far, because it's a series. So I kind of like to think of it as a journey as we go forward. So you want to experience the ups and downs, like my thought process. I like to say my thought process as we're doing fights, and the high points and the low points, basically just having it all, essentially. At least for this series. We'll see what we do in the future for videos of other kinds, but for Darkest Dungeon, sure, I think having our series go like this is just fine. Anyways, thanks for watching, as I said before, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.